the Mali situation is the problem not only of Africans, but of the world. And that we have a power in the world to join hands with Africa to do what needs to be done. I think it's a welcome idea.
Can those Islamists be driven right out, Mr. President? Because the stories are saying that those northern regions, the mountains of Mali, have now become the Tora Bora of Africa. It's where the Islamists, it's where Al-Qaeda, all these remnants, that's where they're hiding out, waiting for their day to strike back. Can they be eradicated? Can the forces do what they need to do?
I believe that the joint effort of the African forces, the French forces, and the Malian troops will do what needs to be done. What will be necessary is that at the right time, and the right time should be starting from now, the Malian troops must be trained and be equipped to be able to handle the security and defense of Mali from any incursion from anywhere.
The will is there, obviously. Is the money there? Because at the African Union, only about 50 million was raised a couple of weeks ago. The Europeans chipped in with another 400 million. We need, or the Malians need, close to $1 billion. Can that money be raised?
I believe the money can be raised. The point is that if we have a situation anywhere in the world that threatens the security of the world, and what was happening in northern Mali threatens not only the security of Africa, but the security, global security, then the world, the international community should be able to raise the money necessary to deal with the issue of security. Of course, the issue of security is very important, particularly physical security, and of course, a number of other aspects of security that are also very important.
Yeah, 6 months, Mr. President. Mali's been given 6 months to hold elections. July 31st is the date that was given. Is that enough time to rewrite a constitution, register voters, and go to the polls? Is 6 months enough?
I believe it. If the will is there, it is enough. Nigeria did it in about 9 months. And Nigeria, with all its complexity and its diversity, we achieved it. So I believe, because they are not starting from ground zero, must have been certain things on the ground, but the old political parties have not all been wiped out. They will have to, of course, dust up their whatever, their manifestos and their organization and all that. So I believe it can be done within 6 months.
Mr. President, the reason you're in London, the launching of the Olusegun Obasanjo Foundation, advancing human security for all. Yeah. Tell us about it.
Well, one of the things that I started doing when I left public office was to build a presidential library, more or less in the tradition of the American presidential libraries, which really is a passive museum and archive. I think in recent times, even in America, they have brought in what I would call the active part. Either you take a theme or a subject that becomes the theme upon which the activities of the library is attached. And in our own case, we have taken human security.
You just refuse to retire, don't you, Mr. President? I mean, all these years since you left office, you refuse to retire.
Well, there's no retirement in doing good in life, is there? Now, for as long as you can still breathe the fresh air of God free, you must continue to do good. And looking after human security, the foundation we are launching on Friday we have chosen 5 areas to concentrate on. And the area of education, we have narrowed to girl-child education. In the area of health, we have narrowed to non-communicable diseases. Some of these diseases people used to think that they are diseases of the rich, but now we know that high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, sickle cell, it's not disease of the rich, it's disease of anybody who has it. Whether you talk of education, of health, of youth, or whatever else you talk about, leadership at the operational level, at the conceptual level, at the public and private level, at the civil society, the type of our own foundation level, whether it's a small foundation, medium-sized foundation, or large foundation, leadership matters. So these 5 areas we are taking together.
Mr. President, we wish you luck in your foundation, and I wish I could be you when I grow up. All this energy.
Yeah, well, you remember I keep telling you that God is a Nigerian. Maybe when you migrate to Nigeria, you will make it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Well done.